According to some of your unpopular opinions, 2020 was a terrible year for VR because, you know, Facebook. And while I get where some people are coming from, to me, 2020 was a fantastic year for VR. In fact, I've never been playing more VR games daily than I ever have in the past. And it's so much so that they're just getting hard to make lately, playing Population 1 so much. Seriously, I can't stop playing this game. I'm not eating. I'm not sleeping. I need help. Someone give me a banana. And while 2020 was an overwhelming success for me, it doesn't mean that 2021 doesn't need to have a few things happen to me personally to make it worthwhile for VR. So here are 5 things that I really have to see from 2021 to be fully happy with VR for how it's evolving over the next year. Of course, I'm sure you have different opinions. Let me know them, but let's get started. Number 1, headsets this year of 2020. There has been a lot of them. For all intents and purposes, HTC, I can't keep up. They're at the Vive Focus Plus HTC Elite Pro Cosmos package. It's out of control. It's out of control how many headsets they have, but there are so many headsets, and while I appreciate the leaps and bounds they have made from where I started with an HTC Vive, I don't think personally the software has followed their suit as much. Now 2020 had some great games. I'm not saying the games were not great, but I would say month to month, I did not always have a game that I was looking forward to playing, and I hope for 2021 that the caliber of the software raises faster than it has been and is on par with the hardware. I don't need any more wave shooters. I don't need any more rhythm games. If they're the exact same thing they've been doing, they need to step their game up. The caliber of the software, I hope, increases with how great the hardware has, but that's just my opinion. But funny enough, the next thing I want for 2021 is almost exactly the opposite of number 1, but with 2 caveats. We need some VR competition, so that kind of means more headsets, but it comes in a weird different way. The first avenue we have is the Deca Gear headset is looking fantastic. Now, do I think it's gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe. They're promising a lot for a very little from a company of very few people. There's just a lot of questions. I've seen some great interviews done by MRTV and Thrill Seekers, so thank you guys for providing a little more insight to all of us who just want to know about the Deca Gear headset. I have pre-ordered it just in case, but it's going to be great to see some maybe mid-tier headsets getting down in cost that are giving that high-end quality that we all want. So that's great for competition, but where I really hope this competition comes from is those currently who already have the headsets out. Valve has a great opportunity to break the number 1 barrier to VR, which has always been cost, and maybe bring down their headset to be more economical, affordable, and just be a better competition add to everyone else. But most importantly, I think Sony, HTC, Microsoft, they all have opportunities to get into VR a little better. Sony, I'm looking at you hard. Please do something. I know the recent comments about the PSVR 2 was not very heartening, to say the least, but you have the ability to be that cost provider alongside Facebook, and I hope someone challenges them on a cost basis, because that's really the biggest barrier to VR. We all know that. But when it comes to hardware, the number 1 increase that I want to see for 2021, the number 1 bit of that I'm just disappointed with how the hardware has evolved, is of course the field of view. Over my course of playing VR from the start to now, the field of view has increased. That is undeniable, but it seems 100 to 110 is about all that we see happening, and I don't see any headsets in the foreseeable future addressing this with anything larger than the 100 to 110 range. In fact, from what I hear, the G2 is around the same as the Oculus Quest, which I will be reviewing shortly, by the way. I do have a review unit, so pay attention to that. But between the Index, the Quest, the HP Reverb G2, the Cosmos, Rift S, the field of views are just really lacking in my opinion. And if there's anything I want from just my VR experience, is that full immersion of not seeing the black bars and binocular view, because this doesn't look good, does it? I don't think it looks good. But bigger field of view, I don't see any company talking about it. It seems to be the last thing on anyone's list. It's always tracking, resolution, and I get it, those are important. But field of view, please 2021, can we go higher than 110 on a standard headset, please? But once we have the hardware, once we have the software, once it's all put together, what do we have? Well, we have different types of experiences. And one experience to me has been super lacking from all my play, and that's the social experience. And I don't mean the lack of social games. There are plenty of social games between Rec Room, VR Chat, soon to be Facebook Horizons. You have all your multiplayer games, Pavlov, Onward, Population 1, the list goes on and on. We got a ton of multiplayer and social experiences. However, I see no platform making it easy, making it a seamless ability to hang with your friends. For example, Steam has the ability to invite someone directly into your game. However, does it work? More often, no, for me at least. It is just not an easy experience to get someone else who is in VR into your game as well. It's just hard. There should be shared rooms. We should be able to invite our friends to our Oculus home screen seamlessly, to add friends easier. In fact, Population 1, more Population 1 comments. It did it very well. It made adding friends very easy, but even having to input that friend code is a little cumbersome. That's a large digit that most likely you're going to have to be flipping up your headset to read while you type it in. It should be easier to play with your friends in VR, and I can't believe that we haven't found a better way to do this so far. So for 2021, I just want to be able to play with my friends a little easier in VR, shared spaces, a shared virtual universe. I don't think that's much to ask. And finally, my fifth most wanted thing to see in 2021 for VR is VR and a focus on more than just gaming. I am a gamer. I love gaming. I love escaping in games. I can have a terrible day at work and I can escape into a virtual world. However, is that really all that VR can do? No. Whether it is education. I mean, hey, Christopher Columbus, he's an asshole and not that interesting. But I would have paid attention a lot more in school with a VR headset. And studies show that learning inside a virtual space, when you're immersed in the subject, retention level of that knowledge actually goes up. So there's a lot of benefits. So I hope education, you have the medical field that could greatly be enhanced with virtual reality. You have training, whether it's training for automotive techs like I do, whether it's training just normal sales clerk, there's a lot of opportunities in VR. Not to mention, there's the entire health field that could be helped by VR, whether that's in-home working out, in-home personal training. Virtual reality can do a lot for your body, and I really hope to see that. But mostly, the number one thing I want to see from VR for more than just gaming is multimedia and just experiences like movies, manga, immersing myself into the things I want. I'm surprised there's not more 180-degree videos. I know that the technology isn't really up to par for the experience that some people want, but the 180-degree videos that I've experienced weren't half bad. They were actually really fun. There are amazing experiences in Quill, like The Remedy, which is basically a comic book that you get immersed in, and I want more experiences like that, because VR is, of course, it's more than just gaming. It is an endless world of possibilities. That sounds cliche, but it's true. But all we talk about is gaming, 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 and 2021 needs to solve that, or at least go in the right direction. Those are my 5 most wanted things to see in 2021. Seeing those happen, no matter what else happens to VR in that year, would make me very happy, and it'd be another successful year. But 2020, I could not be happier of the state of VR. Besides all the Facebook controversies and Oculus news, it was a fantastic year for VR adoption, for new VR users. I have seen so many stories of people who got VR for the first time and it has changed their life, using it for all different purposes. Awesome, awesome, awesome time to be a VR content creator in 2020, and I can't wait for 2021. Let me know what you most want to see from that year down in the comments. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe. That way you never miss an upload. And as always, I'll see you on the next one, Space Cowboys.